Hello there, Fro here, giving another weekly football picks video, recapping week 7 and doing picks for week 8. Had a good week this past week, went 11-3, so let's get right into it. We had Kansas City at Denver for a Thursday night game. Picked Kansas City to win, they won 30-6. Unfortunately, Mahomes got hurt, but reports are he might be practicing today, so he might not miss a single game. But I think it'd be a mistake to rush him back at this point. I feel like they should give him some rest. You don't want to risk a promising career over a couple weeks that you could let it rest a little bit. But anyway, Denver looked terrible. Flacco looked disinterested and got sacked like 37 times. And he gets to play Indy this week, so I'm looking forward to that. Yeah, nothing much to say about that game. Pretty much as you expected. The Rams at Atlanta. Picked the Rams to win. They won 37-10. Not much to say here other than Atlanta sucks. They traded Sanu. They've already given up on the season. And the Rams got back on track. Miami at Buffalo. Picked Buffalo to win. They won 31-21. This was a little concerning for a while here. Miami was making a game out of this. But then Buffalo came, did what they had to do and took care of business in the second half and ended up winning by 10. Jacksonville at Cincinnati. I picked Jacksonville to win. They won 27-17. Cincinnati, bottom 3 team in the league, right there with Washington and Miami. Not much to say other than, excuse me, a good win for Jaguars and keeping their season outlook okay. Minshew played well. Fournette's been a beast this year. See how long he can keep it up. He can stay healthy for once. We'll find out. Detroit at home taking on Minnesota. I picked Detroit to win. They lost 42-30. Detroit's defense just did not play this game. Minnesota's defense didn't play very well either. Marvin Jones had 4 touchdowns. Stafford looked good. And Cousins was unstoppable. Dalvin Cook. Just Minnesota's a good team, and Detroit. Then they traded Quandre Diggs, one of their starting DBs. So I don't know if they're punting on the season now too, but I don't know what to take out of that one other than Minnesota's legit. Cousins is bounced back after a rough start to the year. So look for them to keep improving. Oakland, Green Bay. I picked Green Bay to win. They won 42-24. Rodgers absolutely shredded this defense, the Raiders defense. And really not much more to say about that. The Raiders just couldn't keep up with Rodgers. Rodgers was on their level this past week, and the Raiders defense was just non-existent. Arizona, the Giants. I picked Arizona to win, and they won 27-21. Kudos to the Cardinals, man. They won 3 straight. I know their opponents haven't been very good, but they're still a young team. New coach and a rookie quarterback. So a win's a win for that. Murray didn't do much. Chase Edmonds absolutely dominated the Giants' defense, and yeah. Danny Dimes hasn't done really anything since his first week blow up against the Buccaneers. So I don't know if he's gonna ever improve this year, but he's definitely been regressing. But you gotta stick with him at this point because he's a rookie. You don't want to ruin his confidence. Excuse me. Oh, that was great. Well, I think I just threw my back out doing that sneeze, but anyway, excuse me. Yeah, Danny Dimes, you got to roll with them the rest of the year and just stick it out because the rookies are going to have their bumps and bruises. You got to deal with it. San Francisco, Washington, and a Rain Bowl. I picked San Francisco to win. They won 9-0. Ugly ass game, ugly field conditions, just rain, nonstop rain. And San Francisco's defense stepped up and did enough to win this game. Definitely wasn't the offense that did it. No, that's great. I'm really glad I'm going to sneeze tag right now. So 1 second, please. I could edit all this shit out, but it's not really worth the effort when only 20 people watch it anyway. So if you can't deal with that, whatever. I really don't care at this point. I'm just doing it because I love football. I'm not a professional video maker. Anywho, Chargers at Tennessee. Tennessee to win. They won 23-20. Chargers lost this game in an all-time Chargers way by fumbling on the goal line with a chance to win the game. What else can you say? The Chargers they suck. They got lucky to beat the Colts in Week 1 because Vinatieri had the worst game of his 75-year career. They're not a good team. New Orleans at Chicago. I picked New Orleans to win. They won 36-25. It was not even nearly as close as that score says. Garbage time touchdowns and onside kick recoveries made it closer than it actually was. Saints dominated this game. Trubisky looked awful. Had garbage time stats, but going into that garbage time stats, he's averaging like 2.5 yards per pass attempt. He was absolutely horrendous, along with the rest of the offense. Sorry about that. Yeah. Baltimore at Seattle. I picked Seattle to win, and Baltimore won 30-16. Kudos to them. The defense stepped up, got some scores on defense, and Lamar Jackson made enough plays with his legs to win this game. It was an exciting game to watch, and Baltimore cemented themselves back on top of their division with this win. I think it's their division to lose at this point. I don't see how the Browns or Steelers are going to do anything about it, and the Bengals definitely aren't going to do anything about it. So, yeah. Philly at Dallas on Sunday night. I picked Philly to win for some reason, and they lost 37-10. How much to say here other than Philly just looked awful. Their defense is bottom 3 in the league, bottom 4, bottom 5, somewhere in that range. Their pass defense is hilariously bad. I don't know what else to say about this team other than they need to find some answers on defense, so they're not going to go anywhere this year. Oh, the snooze fest for Monday night. The Patriots at the Jets. Picked the Patriots to win. They won 33-0. Darnold, felt bad for Trubisky, so he made sure that he had because Trubisky had the worst quarterback performance of the week. So Darnold felt bad for him. He decided to have the worst quarterback performance of the year. I mean, just absolutely awful. Just horrendous game. The Patriots defense is ridiculous, and I'm sure it'll carry them to an Super Bowl, and it's whatever. AFC, everybody's getting hurt, or there's not enough good teams, but we'll see. Anyway, the Colts game, at home taking on Houston. Everybody, 68% picked Houston and stuff, but I picked Colts to win. They won 30-23. It was a good game. Excuse me. Oh, Watson's so great. Oh, blah, 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 blah. Watson with 1 touchdown, 2 picks. He got sacked 3 times. He got hit a few more times than that. Oh, their offensive line is fixed. Oh, they play a team that actually had a pass rush with a pulse. It wasn't the Falcons who have the worst pass rush in the league, or the Chiefs who have like the 5th worst pass rush in the league. They played a middle of the pack team, the Colts pass rush, and we had success against them. And Jacoby torched them. They made sure to shut down the run because they knew we were a good running team, and Jacoby made it pay. Over 300 yards, 4 touchdowns. Still can't get an upgrade for him in Madden, but nah, I digress. That's a different story for a different day. Colts win, huge back-to-back wins. Against the Chiefs and Texans. But, all power rankings still have the Chiefs and the Texans above the Colts. The Colts literally just beat both of them. So, I don't know what else to say, but, keep sleeping on the Colts. We love it. Let's keep using it as fuel. Anywho, on to week 8. What do we got Thursday? We got... Okay, we got the Redskins at Minnesota. Thielen is out for this game. The Redskins are terrible. Minnesota wins that game. Seattle, Atlanta. Seattle. If the games were like this could be an easy week to pick. Yeah, they're just... No. Philly at Buffalo. Man, the Eagles' defense is so bad, but Buffalo doesn't really have an explosive offense to take advantage of that. But at Buffalo, their defense... I think Buffalo wins this game. I'm sorry, Philly fans, but I don't see it happening. Chargers at Chicago, 2 teams that desperately need to win because they've both been just sucking the past month. Chicago wins this game. Defense shuts down Rivers, and maybe they run the ball or something. They'll figure a way out to win this game offensively. Giants at Detroit. Detroit. They got rid of Diggs, and they're off a bad loss. The heartbreaking loss in the division hopes. Giants aren't very good. Detroit wins the game. Tampa Bay at Tennessee. Tennessee wins this game. Yeah. Tampa Bay, off the bye week, you never know what to expect from them if you're getting a good week of Jameis or a bad week of Jameis, so I think Tennessee wins that game at home. Cincinnati at the Rams. Rams, that should be a blowout. Arizona and New Orleans. I think the win streak ends for Arizona here at New Orleans. I think New Orleans is a very good team, and they win this game. Jets at Jacksonville. I think the Jets showed their true colors past week. They had their one great week against the Cowboys, but Darnold isn't very good. Jacksonville's going to win this game. Even without Ramsey, they'll find a way to win. Carolina at San Francisco. Undefeated Kyle Allen against undefeated Niners. That Niners defense is just so sick. I think they find a way to keep McCaffrey in check. I just don't think Carolina's going to be able to score enough points to keep up with the defense of the Niners. Niners defense legit. This is one of their real tests for this year. But I still think the Niners win this game and stay undefeated. Cleveland, New England. Man, Baker Mayfield, who has turned the ball over at a prolific rate against New England's defense. Yeah, New England's going to win this game and probably have like 6 turnovers forced. Oakland, Houston. I think Houston is vastly overrated. I think Oakland is, they're not a bad team, not a great team. They're right in the middle. They're a solid team. But at Houston, I still think Houston wins this game at home. I think Oakland's defense is not very good, and Houston should be able to find a way to outscore them. Green Bay, Kansas City. Now, Mahomes is a long shot to play, but he might practice today and stuff like that. I've been reading. But Green Bay is just a better team with a banged up Mahomes. I think Green Bay has a more complete team. At Kansas City, I don't know. I think that should be an actual good game for Sunday night if Mahomes plays. If not, I think it's going to be a pretty easy win for the Packers. But you never know. Andy Reid's had success with back quarterbacks in the past, so we'll see what happens with Matt Moore. And the worst Monday night game of the year so far, and probably for the rest of the year. Pittsburgh at home taking on the Dolphins. Why is this still a Monday night game? Why couldn't they flex this out to anything? I would have rather watch tennis or fucking rodeo than this. I'm not even gonna watch a minute of this game. Like, this is seriously awful. Pittsburgh's gonna win though. Who cares? What a joke. Anyway, we go to the Colts. Or into the picks for the Colts. Denver at Indianapolis. Denver, who just traded away Sanders, one of their only 2 real weapons. Well, 3 weapons if you count Sutton on offense. At Indy, they just got shredded against the freaking pass rush against the Chiefs, and Indy has a better pass rush than them. And Colts are going to be, feeding off the fuel. Everybody's still downing them. I think the Colts win this game easily. I think this will be our first blowout win of the year. I think we win this by at least 2 scores. Look for Colts to win that game. These are the games we got to win, though. These are games that we should win, that we got to win, and go out there and take care of business. Predict the scores for these games. Oh, Pittsburgh and Miami. Well, we're going to say 17-6. Does that sound like an exciting Monday night game to you? Yeah. Green Bay and Kansas City. This one is hard to place because you don't know if Mahomes is going to play or not. I mean, I don't see a feasible way for him to play. But against that defense, I think Green Bay puts up some points. I think it's going to be like 35. And even with Matt Moore, they should be able to score 23. Who scored most points this week? Oh, boy. Who plays? Oh, the Rams. Yeah, the Rams against the Bengals. Absolutely. Fewest points this week. I think it might be Washington. Against, yeah, that'd be pick Washington. Against that Vikings defense. Make sure we save this picks, because I didn't save it last week. I had to come back and redo it. But, yeah, that should be it. As always, thanks for everybody tuning in. I will be back next week. And, yeah, Colts are doing great, so I'm enjoying football. But, yeah, I'll be back next week. Check out my stream if you want on Twitch. You probably won't. Don't even know why I bothered plugging it, but, that's what people do on YouTube. So, talk to you guys later. Peace out. Fuck the Patriots. And I got nothing else to say.